Welcome to the Great on Purpose podcast. My name is Alfonso Alexander and I am your host. In each episode of this podcast, you will have the opportunity to get to meet leaders from various backgrounds, various industries who are really just cool people doing great things on purpose. They are pursuing their purpose and pursuing greatness and walking in lockstep as they do it. You'll understand what we mean more about that as you get into the podcast. Our goal here is to help you understand that being great is not just something that happens. It is something that has to be done on purpose and in alignment with your purpose. Therefore, this is the Great on Purpose podcast. Enjoy. Today's episode, Baby Steps, features Karla Frieson. Karla is the founder of Frieson Health and Wellness. Karla became passionate about health and wellness over 12 years ago after being diagnosed with hypothyroidism. Determined to make a change and take control of her health, she started working out daily and gradually changing her diet. She slowly but surely saw her body changing, her energy increasing, and her mood enhancing. As a certified fitness trainer, her goal, purpose, and passion is to educate, to inspire, and to motivate people, giving them the tools they need to take control of their own health. Take a listen. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us at the Great on Purpose podcast, where we are helping you understand by looking at and listening to stories from people who are doing great things on purpose. That's right. The Great on Purpose podcast. We are working to help you understand how other people have been intentional on their journey toward greatness and doing great things along the way on purpose. I've got a special guest today. She is a phenomenal woman that I have seen do multiple things, whether it be in the area of fitness, which you guys know is one of my passions, real estate, other entrepreneurial endeavors. You're going to have a real treat today by listening to Karla Frieson. Karla, welcome to our show. Glad to have you here. How are you today?
I am doing good, Alfonso. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we are so glad that you're here. We're going to talk about all of the things that you're involved in as long as time will allow. But one of the things that I know is that you understand how intentionality is so important when it comes to striving toward and achieving greatness, and hence the podcast Great on Purpose. So, Karla, tell our audience who you are, what's going on in your world, and some of the things that you're doing, because I know you are all over the place.
Yes. Hi, my name is Karla Frieson. I am I'm born and raised here in Nashville, Tennessee. How we met, or how you know me, is through my fitness and health business, Frieson Health and Wellness. I started that a little over 4 years ago, just because of my own personal journey with some health struggles and everything. And so because I saw the benefits of the health, I saw the benefits of changing my diet, I saw the benefits of eating healthy, I wanted to be able to spread that and share that with other people. So that became my goal, that became my passion. And that's what led me into the personal training. I got certified with my CPT. I also went on to get a certification in fitness nutrition. And then I also got a certification in corrective exercise. So that is my fitness part of it. I am also a real estate agent here in Nashville. So I do that full time. I do everything full time. So doing really well in the Nashville market. It's crazy everywhere. And then I own my own janitorial company.
Excellent.
So yeah.
So everybody, you see what I mean? This lady is doing it all. She's all over the place, literally. I've seen social media posts for 4:30 a.m. workout, and then a showing of a house at 7:30 p.m. all in the same day, and just going. So that's excellent. Really, really proud to know you, and proud of what I'm seeing you're doing. And I know you're impacting a lot of people with your business. You know, you said something that was intriguing to me. You said that you got into fitness as a profession because of your own journey.
And
Yes.
that struck me. So to whatever extent you're comfortable, would you share with us a little bit about your journey?
Yeah, I think so. I've always kind of gone up and down with my weight. Um, and having kids, it's, you pack on the pounds. And I couldn't keep saying I just had a baby when my child was 6 years old. Like, I couldn't use that as an excuse. So, and I've been in and out of fitness all throughout my life too. But the one thing that kind of was a light bulb moment for me was I had gone to the doctor. I had a doctor's appointment for something totally unrelated. I think I was going for a cold. And so when the doctor walked in, she was like, "Hey, your thyroid looks enlarged." And I'm like, And she was like, "Well, have you been experiencing any, have you been tired? Have you been lethargic? Are you not losing weight?" And I was like, "Yeah." So she ended up sending me for an ultrasound, found out that I did have hypothyroidism. And so she prescribed me medication, and I'm like, "Okay, so how long do I have to take it? Like, do I take it for a couple of weeks and it's good?" And she was like, "Well, no, you're going to have to be on this for the rest of your life." And that was a light bulb moment for me, because I was like, I don't want to start I'm, in my late 30s. I don't want to be on medication all my life. So at that point, I was like, okay, I've got to do something. I've got to make a change. So that's what started that whole snowball effect of working out. I was working out twice a day for a whole year, and then I just started changing my diet. So that's what did it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for sharing that, because sometimes we need some type of intervention to help us make a shift. And so I appreciate that. Thank you.
And I think too, as women, we put ourselves on the back burner also. Like, everybody else comes first, whether it's the kids, it's the husband, it's the job, it's the family. Everybody comes first. We're on the back burner. And so, you see yourself, gaining weight or all of this, but you're not focused on that because you're focused on the kids. And so I think it's important that as women, we're able to first focus on ourselves and our health. And that way we can give our best selves to our family.
Oh, wow. You just hit on something that's very important. What I'm thinking I'm hearing you say is, if you don't take care of your physical temple, then you can't be your best at whatever it is.
Whatever it is. Exactly. And that goes with work and, business and being an entrepreneur. Like, you have to start with yourself. You're the foundation. You're the building block to all those other things. And so if your foundation is cracked, like if you're not healthy, then all of those other things are gonna start crumbling and just fall to the ground.
Wow, that's awesome. So to that point, how does your fitness approach and what you do in terms of your fitness business and just your own personal commitment to it, how does that help you be a better realtor or a better entrepreneur?
I think all of it has a certain amount of discipline. All of it has a certain amount of consistency to it. So if you hold yourself accountable to doing one thing or doing this thing, and you make it like a habit, you make it your lifestyle, it kind of translates or transfers into other things. So as passionate as I am, as consistent as I am, as diligent and, all of these other things as I am towards fitness, I'm the same way when it comes to real estate. Like, I'm about business. I'm about, we got to get this done. And, I'm very interactive with my clients on both ends. So I just think that one translates and transfers into the other.
Gotcha. So it's almost like the discipline that you used and that you have come accustomed to utilize in your own personal building of that foundation.
Yeah.
Once that becomes who you are, then you're able to replicate that in the other markets.
That's
whether
right.
it be real estate or entrepreneurialism. That's awesome. So let's talk about real estate for a moment.
Okay.
I think I saw somewhere that you won some kind of an award where you were one of the top in Middle Tennessee.
Yes. So
talk about that.
That was exciting. I've won awards through my own broker from, top agent of the month or top 3 agents, top 10. But last year, out of like all the agents in Nashville, I was included in, I think it was top 2,000 agents because it was 2020. So I fell within that realm. And so that was a kind of exciting because 2020, despite the pandemic and despite everything that happened, was one of my best years in real estate. And I've been doing this almost 18 years now. So yeah, so awesome. that was exciting.
Yeah. So what would you say is a secret or key to success that has helped you propel in all of your endeavors?
For me, I'm gonna say I'm a creature of habit, and I like structure. And because I have so much going on and so much I'm juggling, I have to have structure. I have to have everything written out. I have to have my days planned. I have to have things on a calendar. That keeps me level, that keeps me grounded. And that helps me when I'm dealing with different clients, different contracts, different, title companies and other agents. So that helps me do that. I think it's important just to be able to be focused too. Like I'm able to, transfer one hat, put on the other hat, and you have to be able to do that. I multitask very well. So I think you do have to be a multitasker also. So.
Sure. Yeah, that's excellent. In my businesses, I literally can go from one Zoom call for one business about a particular topic to the next, then back to that first one, then to number 3. And it's just constant. And sometimes at the end of the day, I sit back and I'm like, God, I don't know how you brought me through this, but thank you.
I do that every day almost. I'm like, oh God, thank you. Thank you for making this happen for me today. Yeah. So it gets to be a lot sometimes. And I think that's the reason that fitness is so important to me, because that keeps me from being crazy. Like that is my peace. Okay. If it makes sense to, it doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but my husband, he may come in, he's like, oh, you're tired. You've been doing this. You need to get some rest. You shouldn't go to the gym today. But the gym, that is my thing. Like that's what keeps me from growling. So I have to have that. I can stop something else, but I have to have that.
So he needs you to go to that gym. He just doesn't realize it.
He would want me to go to the gym.
I got it. That is kind of your sanctuary.
It's my sanctuary.
When I do my early morning workouts, that's really the only time that I have that's my me time. And so that's very valuable to me. That's where I can work out, but then also meditate and spend time in prayer and different things like that. So it's very important, very critical. And I know it's been helpful for me. What advice would you have for people who, whether it's as an entrepreneur, whether it's as somebody who is not comfortable with where they are right now from a fitness standpoint, and they just need to hear something to get started? What would you say to somebody in that case?
Well, what I generally tell a lot of my clients or people who reach out is just, people get overwhelmed because they think they have to do, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to eat, I have to drink a gallon of water, I have to work out. Start small. Just start with one thing that you think you can do and maintain. If that is exercise, then see if you can walk 3 to 4 times a week, 20 minutes at a time, 20 minutes exercising on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. See if you can do those consistently. If you can, and that seems not to be an issue for you, then increase that to 30 minutes a day, or go to the gym and do the elliptical. Just make one small change. When you are successful in that one small change, and then add another thing to it. Say, let me eliminate bread this week, or let me just, so those little small things, people seem to be able to build on that, and they don't get so overwhelmed. when you go to them and say, eliminate this, this, and this, and do this, and this, and this, it's too much for a lot of people and they give up. They get frustrated.
Wow. So you can start your journey to success or your journey to greatness with baby steps.
With baby steps.
You don't have to start out jumping and running and all that.
You don't have to do the long jump. Just do some baby steps and it's fine. And just keep in mind that those baby steps, they're gonna lead you to where you wanna be. So, but you have to be consistent in those baby steps.
Excellent.
So most people think, you know, right now we're in a world that I want it right now, I want it quick, fast, and in a hurry. And so my approach to fitness is not that quick, fast, in a hurry, because if you do it that way, you're gonna, you know, if your goal was to lose weight, you're just gonna gain it back once you go back to eating right. So the thing for me is just learning that it's a lifestyle and, you know, changing your lifestyle and adopting these new habits.
Excellent, excellent. So what's more important? What's the balance between diet and what we consume versus exercise, or is one more important than the other?
Let me tell you. So food is one of the most important things you can do. Exercise, great. Yes, we do need that for cardiovascular health, but but food is where you're going to see most of your results from. And food is like medicine, right? So, you know, as long as we can start trying to incorporate more greens, more veggies, more fruits, and eliminating some of those other things out of our diet, you'll start seeing the health benefits and feeling the health benefits as well.
Okay, great. So you gave us an idea on the exercise in terms of baby steps. Just go walk 20 minutes and then add to that once you can. If somebody wanted to kind of take a baby step in terms of their diet and what they consume, what would be a good baby step or a place to start in that?
I would say eliminate one of your vices. Most of us have more than one vice, right? Either it's chips, it's bread, it's soda, it's, you know, cookies, it's something. I would say eliminate one of those vices and increase your water intake. Water helps flush and, you know, detox some of our organs. The more water we take in, the better for our bodies. And if we're exercising, we are losing some of our water through our sweat. So it's proper to have good hydration.
Sure.
Yeah.
Excellent. So what about real estate? What do you feel like has been critical to your success? And as you continue towards this journey of being the greatest realtor in Middle Tennessee, what's something that you're focused on and that you're being purposeful about in that space of your life?
I think it's great to nurture relationships that you have with people, with past clients, staying in contact. I think what I've noticed over the last year or two is that a presence on social media has been key for me. Like I'm getting so many referrals and leads just through social media, just through my posts on Instagram, Facebook. People see you, people are referring people to you. There are other agents who are following you, so they may be out of town and they're like, hey, I have some people coming into Nashville. So I think that has been really beneficial for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that marketing piece on social media.
Yeah, I know you are very active in that, and it's very impressive. Do you do it all yourself, or do you have others that help you with it?
I have others that help me with it. So they say that, you know, if you don't know how to do something, you need to hire somebody who does.
Yeah.
And so I was doing it a little bit on my own, but that takes time, and it takes time that I don't really have. That time I could be focused on, you know, new clients or something like that. So I had to hire somebody that could handle that piece. That way I could focus more on the business end.
Excellent. If somebody's interested in working with you, either in the health and fitness area or in real estate, how would they reach out to you?
They could reach out to me on social media. I have Facebook page for both my real estate and my health and fitness, and Instagram page. Okay. So yeah, they can follow me. I can give you the information later, or we can talk about it now. And
you can tell it now, and then we'll post it also when we air the podcast, for sure.
Okay, so my health and fitness is FriFit. So on Facebook it's FriFit, just plain FriFit, FRIFIT. On Instagram it's FriFit Life. And so, and on Instagram and Facebook, it's just Karla Frieson, KarlaFrieson.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So I've just got two more questions, and these are going to be the two hardest questions that I ask you. The first one is, if you think about your journey, as you're progressing throughout your journey in life, your journey toward greatness, what's the most difficult obstacle that you had to overcome, and how'd you do it?
I'm gonna try to hit you with two different things. So I think I'm 51, right? And I think people who are my age or close to my age feels like it's too late to do certain things. It's too late to, start a new career. It's too late to go back to school. It's too late to, and I had to remove all of that out of my head, because that used to be me at one point. I feel like as we get older, it's never too late. It's never too late to learn. It's never too late to grow. So I think it's important not to put yourself in that bubble of thinking, oh, I can't do this or I can't do that. 2020 was the year of yes for me. I was like, anybody who said something, let's do something, whether it was in my comfort zone, out of my comfort zone, I was yes. Like, I never would have done a podcast. I never would have been on the radio. I never would have done any type of workshop before. Like, I'm social, but not in front of people. So, but when somebody would bring an opportunity to me, sure, yeah, I'll speak. Yeah, I'll do that. So I think putting yourself out there also is important. And so that's one thing. And I think you can use that in its totality. But a big thing for me that was a struggle, and I don't know if it has to relate to leadership so much, was with the health side of it. It was me transitioning over to a vegan lifestyle. So I just felt like that was one of the most challenging things I've done, because I had to undo and think about food in a different way than I ever have. Like, we've grown up with soul food Sundays and, people who are making chitlins and, all of these pork, everything. So I went cold turkey. I was not vegan on Saturday. I was vegan Sunday. So that was a transition, and that was difficult.
How long ago was that?
That was 4 years ago.
Oh my goodness. Goodness.
Yeah.
4 years. And you went cold turkey.
I went cold turkey. I watched the documentary on Saturday, went to the store on Sunday.
Oh man. I'd have to go to food rehab, because I'd be relapsing all the time. Y'all be like, this boy like a crack addict. You put a steak in front of him, he loses his mind.
Yeah. And I think that's when another level of like discipline comes into play for me. It was just like, no, this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's awesome. 4 years, that is amazing.
Thank you.
Cold turkey.
I
got to let that settle for a little while, because I was trying to figure out if I was going to eat a ribeye tonight, Well, I know that's got too much fat in it, so I better go with a sirloin or a New York strip or something.
Something a little leaner. Yeah. I'm not going to knock you over the head.
I hear you. Well, here's my next hard question, Karla, and that is, I know you and I haven't known each other that long, but people that know me know that I try not to end conversations without asking, what can I do to be helpful to you? How can I help you? I'm all about trying to help people be better tomorrow than they are today. So I want to extend that question to you. What can I do to be helpful to you?
That is such a good question, Alfonso. I would just say that if you're ever in the company of someone who and that fitness or health topic comes up and you feel like they need someone or they're struggling, you could always, facilitate this meeting or, facilitate us too and getting together. I'm always down to talk to people, especially when I know if they're dead set on changing their lifestyle. Like I'm all in.
Yeah.
Sometimes to a detriment, because sometimes I'm more in than they're in. But just if you could just be that conduit and just bring us together, I'm here for it.
Consider that done. That done. Now,
bridge that gap.
I'll be glad to do that. That's not a problem at all. Do you work with men and women or just women?
I do. I work with men and women.
Okay, wonderful.
Yep.
And you do HIIT training, you do weight and resistance training, as well as cardio, all of that, right?
Yeah, I do a lot of resistance training. I think as we get older, we need that resistance training. We need, because our muscles start to, fade, and the stronger we get muscle-wise, it helps with our bones. So resistance training is what I do mostly.
Okay, wonderful. Well, Karla, anything you'd like to share with the folks that are listening as we close?
I don't want it to close. Can we talk about something else?
Let's do it. What else you got?
It's been fun, and time has just kind of gone by quickly. Have I been talking too much?
No, not enough. We're gonna have to bring you back. That's
yeah.
what we'll do. Because literally what I want to do is have a rotation of fitness talk. And so I'd love to, if you'd be open to it, I'd love to bring you back so we can talk some more and we can get into some specifics or do some other things. But
I would love that. I would like to talk more about the vegan part of it, not forcing anybody to go vegan, but just talking about how important it is to just make sure we get our vegetables and fruit in. So I am so game.
Well, we'll do that, because I need to understand that more.
Yeah.
And I know you and I have had a conversation about that once. I just need to understand that a little bit more, what the benefits are. So we'll do that.
I'm here to help.
All right, we'll definitely do that. And I just want to say, everybody listening, you guys got some real gems today. Karla shared some things that I think can help any of us be better tomorrow than we are today. With the commitment and the discipline that she talked about, utilizing those kinds of words as a part of our attitude and as a part of who we are, then that can help us to not only reach goals that may be aligned with our physical health, but also with our business. You heard Karla say that she started with the discipline in her fitness and her own personal journey, and that same level of discipline cascaded over into her career in the real estate. And then as we've talked many times, entrepreneurs need discipline to be able to get up and do what they need to, because you don't often have accountability leaders with you. You have to lead yourself. And so Karla just gave us all of that in a nutshell right here. So she is really an example of a person who is purposeful and therefore being great on purpose. So Karla, I wish you success in the rest of your journey toward greatness. Keep on doing the great things, keep winning awards, keep inspiring other people to be better than they are, because I see you doing that on social media. I hear about it around town. Like, who you working with, man? Karla's hooking me up. So Karla, I really appreciate you and appreciate you being here. And if there's ever anything else that I can do for you, I'm happy to do so. And I'll be sending you some customers.
All right. I appreciate you. Thanks for having me. And I cannot wait to come back.
All right. We'll have you back. Everybody, you've been listening to the Great on Purpose podcast. We have Karla Frieson here. I'm going to sign off. Thank you for listening to us. And Karla, thank you again for being with us today.
Have a great one. Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning in to the Great on Purpose podcast. I am Alfonso Alexander. Please be sure to follow me on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook so that you can continue to hear, stories, and get information that can help inspire you to be great on purpose.